Hi, we're going to solve another variant Sudoku. This one looks to be a fun little gimmick. Here, standard Sudoku rules, almost, plus arrow Sudoku rules. Now, I gather that these are not cells, so we have to put 1 through 9 in the grid as usual, except for our definition of row has changed slightly. Yeah, so normally you couldn't have a straight 5-length Sudoku because 5-length arrow because these five cells would have to be distinct and therefore add up to at least 15, which is not 1 digit. But as is, they can add up to 9, assuming this is a 1, 2 and this is a 1, 2, 3. However, that seems to be the end of the easy deductions. One of these is a 9, since you can't have a 9 on an arrow shaft like this. Yes, one of these is a 9. That doesn't seem useful. I don't see any purpose to this arrow at top at all besides tutorializing the concept of arrows on a skewed grid. Like, knowing one of these is a 9 does not seem productive. This skewed set of arrows doesn't seem useful anyway. Huh. No digit repeats in a row, column, or box. Digits on an arrow sum to the digit in the attached circle. What am I missing? Is there going to be some sort of ribbon thing where those 3 digits are the same as... does it even work? Suppose for a moment the blue digits are the same set of 3. Then whatever this is must go there. That's impossible since we have red digits there. Okay, maybe another way of thinking of that is none of these can be 1 or 2. Therefore those, the 1s and 2s are down there. No, that doesn't fully capture the argument I just made. So suppose these green triples are identical, and these red digits are not green and they're not here, so therefore they're here. And therefore this. Which obviously is a contradiction. So there's something going on here in the skew that is allowing us to make deductions that I'm not quite seeing. Like, I know there's a 9 here, so there has to be a 9 here. What are these 6 digits? They do not include a 1 or a 2. Wait, did I just do that all wrong? Yeah, what am I doing? There's 1 and 2 up there. Does that help? This has to be at least a 7. I don't see how that helps us because the least these can be is 3, 4. If this is a 9, this is a 9. Suppose there is a digit in here that is also in here. Then it's in here, 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 it's in here. Suppose there's a digit in this group that is also in this group. Then it must be in this group. It must be in this group. 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 And similarly, suppose they're in here and here. Then they're here. They're here. They're here. They're here. Because they're here and here. Must be here. 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 So does that help us with 1, 2? There cannot be 1, 2 here. Or here. So this must have a 1, 2. Which I guess could include this. Let's not get too excited because it could be 2, 1. Okay, so the 1, 2s must cascade all the way down, right? Because 1, 2. The 1, 2 is not here, 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 therefore it's here. It's not in these 6, therefore it's in these 3. It's not in these 3 or these 3, therefore it's in these 3. It's not in these 6, therefore it's these 3. It's not in these, therefore it's here. Yeah, okay, but let's be a little bit more. So we have a lead on the 1, 2s. The 9s don't cascade. And if they did, it'd be a problem. But that's fine. Okay, so I think that's the key thing I was not understanding about skewed grids. That if you have 2 boxes that are offset by 1 from each other, and you have a digit in both of those boxes that are also offset by 1, then it must cascade all the way through the grid. And it works both directions. Now again, this can't have a 1 or 2. This can't have a 1 or 2. This can't have a 1 or a 2. Which is a little suspicious. If this is a 2, then this is a 1 and a 1. This can't be a 1 or 2 because of the column. This can't have a 1 or a 2 because of the... 7, 8, or 9. I think this digit being a 7 would pose difficulties. We have to do 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. Maybe that works. It really is weirding me out that this digit could be a 2. 2, 1, 1. It feels suspiciously like this is how we're going to be able to distinguish the 1s and 2s, is by knowing that this is a 1 or 2. Okay. This one must be a 1 or 2, right? Because if it's not, then this is a 2 and this is not a 1. Okay. Conclusion, that's a 3. Ah. Then I think we're exactly right. 2, 1, 1. Okay. That feels good. What happens if one of these is a 3? And this is a 4, 5, 9. 3, 4, 5. This could be 6, 1, 7. That's all. Or, yeah, 6, 1, 7. That's all fine. It feels like we were supposed to lead with this deduction at the top involving the highly constrained 9 arrow, which then cascades to the 2s, 1s, all the way down to here. And now we have this highly constrained arrow, which will presumably be either 7 or 9, I'm not sure which. And then it'll cascade all the way up. In fact, these two digits, they are not 1 or 2. They're not these 3 digits, they're not 1 or 2. They can't be this digit because they add to this digit. Therefore, they either are these 2 digits or, let me illustrate. Where do the red digits go in this box? They certainly don't go here. They don't go here because they're not 1 or 2. They don't go here because they add up to this digit. And they can't go here because 2 of these 3 cells are red. And if this one is red, then this one is red because these 2 add up to the same thing. Therefore, let's pick a nicer color. I like the light colors. Therefore, these do cascade. Whatever they are. We know they don't contain a 9. What else can we say about them? They don't contain a 9, they don't contain an 8. And they don't contain a 7. But they could be 6, 3. 6. Oh no, they can't be 3. They can't be 3. Aha. So we have, let's just do it like this. It really is entertaining how this puzzle cascades up and down. I like it. This can't be a 4, 5 pair. I'm wondering if we're going to see something similar with the vertical arrows. I don't see how that'd be possible though. Whatever this is either here or here. And if it's here, it cascades. If these two are the same, hypothetically, and we know they're not 1 or 2, therefore they're here, 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 here. That's quite impossible. Therefore, this cell equals this cell. These cells also cannot be equal, because if they're equal, then they are both 9 and 3 through the same cascading logic. So this one is probably cyan, right? Because these cells are, it could be 7, 8, 9 or something like that. And then I suppose we have, no, 6 probably cascades through the middle, and then where does 3 go? If this is a 5, this is an 8, 3. This can't be a 4, because that would make this a 5. This has to be not 1, not 2, not 4, not 5, not 9. That makes this cell either 3, 6, 7, or 8. Now in terms of, and this cell is a minimum of 4, so this can't be 6, 7, or 8. 3, and that leaves 4, 5, or 6 here. This is a 3. This is 3, 6, 7, 8. One of these is a 3. Since this one can't, obviously. If this is a 3, then this is a 4. So we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. Could be 6. That works. Could this be higher than 5? Could be 5, 6, 7, or 8. Yeah. Suppose this is not a 3. If it's not a 3, it's not a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Therefore, it is a 6, this is a 3, and this is a 9. So this is 3 or 6. If this is a 6, this is a 3. If this is a 3, this is a 4, 5, or 6. Does not feel like a good lead. Where is this cell up here? Must be here, right? Can't be here. Can't be here. Could be here. Or here, I guess. Yeah, it's one of those places, which means it's one of those places. I feel like I should be able to make more use of knowing that these are different. These are 3 through 6. This cannot be 6, right? How did I get that this can't be 6? Let's go back. I think this could be 3 or 6. We should be using the same reasoning on all 4 of those arrows. 3 or 6. 3, 4, 5 or 6. 3 or 6. 3, 4, 5 or 6. 3 or 6. 3, 4, 5 or 6. This one can't be 6 because 6, 3, 9 is impossible. So this one is a 3. This one is 4 or 5. Making this not a 3. Making 6, 3 is impossible. Meaning this is not a 3, making this a 3. Well, okay, we would have been right. This a 3, 6, 7, 8. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't love it. 7, 8, 9, 4, 5 or 6. 7 or 8. Is this 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple? Yes. Making this a 4, 5 pair. We have a 7, 8 pair. Making that a 6. It seems we've stopped the cascading motif. Now this could be 9. In fact, must it? No, it could be cyan. I think. This is not a 9. So it's probably going to be 2, 1 or something like. Oh no, we have a 1, we have a 2. Surprisingly challenging puzzle, really. We have a 3 here. We found most of the 3s, yes? There's left with a 3 that's here, here. A 3 that's here, here. Well, this is a 3, making that a 3. Kind of funny to be left with 2 uncertain 3s like this. If this is 9, this is 7. If this is 4, this is 6. If this is 5, this is 7. All feels roughly fine. Let's take a moment to consider 1, 2, 3s. Okay, 1s, 2s, 3s. Yes, okay. Not making immediate progress on them. 4s, 5s, once again. 4, 5, 4, 5. Aha! 4, 5, meaning this is not a 9. What about up here? Not yet. What about here? Not yet. 9, and then this is 6, 7, 8. 1 plus, this cannot be 8. What do we have going on in this column? We have the 4, 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, okay. Not much additional deduction to be made. 4, 5 pairs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, or 8. Where is this in this box? It's not here, not here. Here to avoid the cascading, it cannot be. So this is 4, 5, 7, 8. Certainly this is not an 8. If this is 4, it's 6, which is plausible. If this is 5, this is 7, which makes that an 8, and then a 9, and that is 6. If this is a 5, this is a 6. If this is a 4, this is a 6. If this is a 7, this is a 9, and we don't know. Maybe there's some interaction with these 7, 8s that no, that looks like it checks out to me. This is 4, 5, 7, 8. Because this must be in there somewhere. 6, 7, 9, 8. Feeling like these pencil marks I'm putting in are not productive. I need to find the next arrow that yields something useful. I know this is not here nor here. So this is, these two are the same, which means this is not a 6. Okay. This must be here, here. If it's a 9, it goes here. Sure. If it's a 6, it could go there. If it's a 7 or 8, it could also go here. If this is a 9, then this is a 9. I feel like some of these arrows should be better constrained. Maybe I can say that these two must be unequal. These two are unequal. Does that help? Does this cascade? No, I think central rows don't cascade, right? It could be any of these 6. Yeah. Yeah, because we have 6 here, 6 here, 6 here, 6 here. But then it just falls apart. And I don't see a way to continue the cascade up. This digit must be here, right? Because otherwise it would be here and a cascade down. Do we have something where we have some sort of alternation between top and bottom? Every time you have a 9 here, it must go to the bottom next. 7, 8 must go to the bottom next. No, it must go to the bottom on the previous. This digit must be down here. This digit must be down here. This digit must be here. This digit has to be one of these, and this digit has to be one of these. Six, seven, nine. And this has to be 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do both of those. Meaning this is 5, 6, 7, or 8. If this is not a 6, this is a 4, 5 pair. This is a 6. This is 5, 4. This is 7, 8, 7, 8, or 9. If this is not a 6, one of these is a 6. This is a 6. If this is not a 6, this is not a 6. So this can never be a 6? Is that what you're saying here? If this is a 6, this has to be a 5, this is a 6? Yeah, okay. 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 Now, that tells us peach and cyan are the same. So let's start coloring 7, 8s, huh? Six, 9, 7, 8. This does not feel right, but I'll take it. Four, 5, and a 7 or 8. A peach one. To be exact. 3 plus 4, 3 plus 5, yep. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. So this has to be a 4, 7, 8, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 5. Four. No 7, no 8. It did. The puzzle did change quite abruptly from this smooth cascading motif into fun, but very different type of more standard Sudoku logic. Which was not what I was expecting. 6, 8, 6, 8, 9. 9, that makes that a 7. 5. Yeah, and here it feels like we are now in something approximating cleanup. 5, 4, 5. We had that deduction a different way as well. No, 8, 6, 8. Okay. Oops, now we're really rolling. 5, 4, 7. Right. I say we're rolling, but I keep running into speed bumps. Now here we go. 7, 4, and then 5, 4. Oof. That looked like it was going to be easy at the beginning, but it definitely posed quite a lot of difficulty. Good puzzle.